Hello boys and girls. Today I am going to go over the testing hardness experiment that you will be doing. You will be sent this document from Google Classroom, and as we did before, first thing you're going to do is put your name where it says name. Then go ahead and read the problem. Are all rocks the same hardness? Is one rock softer than another? Which rock is the hardest? Which rock is the softest? So you're going to go ahead and fill in your hypothesis, answering those questions and anything else that you can think of that has to do with hardness of rocks. Then you're going to look at the materials. You need all of the rocks that we've talked about. You need your thumbnail. You need a penny, which will be in the containers on your desk. You need a spoon or a fork. You also need the hardness scale, and that is included in the documents that I have put on Google Classroom. What you're going to do is you are going to take a rock. I am going to take this rock. This is the one that I've kind of used with different samples so I don't give away anything that happens in the rocks that you have to test. And you're going to first start with your thumb, and you're going to try to scratch the rock with your thumb. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little tiny bit. It makes a little tiny mark, just a very small mark, okay? So it can be scratched a little bit, but I'm not quite sure if that's the best. So when I look at my hardness scale, it says a fingernail. No, it's not easily. A fingernail, I'm doing it pretty hard. So instead I'm gonna go to a penny. And I'm gonna try to scratch this with the penny. And when I do that, oh, there you go, boys and girls. Do you see how it's really scratching? You can see that mark, okay? So a penny has scratched it. Now, I did have to push pretty hard. So I don't think it was a penny with a 3, which it says here. I think it was more of a penny with a 4. So on my observation sheet, which is underneath the conclusion part, you'll have to scroll down and find that, you will see you have all of the rocks. So let's just pretend this was sandstone. It did not scratch with my fingernail, so I would put an X there, okay? But it did scratch with the penny. So I'm going to put an O there, okay? And over here where it says hardness, I'm going to give it a rating of a 4. You're going to go ahead and do that with all of the rocks that you have to do. Please be careful, please be gentle on the rocks, okay? If it doesn't work with you pressing pretty hard but not dangerously hard, then move on to the next thing. First your fingernail. If it doesn't scratch with your fingernail, then try the penny. If it doesn't scratch with the penny, then try the spoon and the fork. If the spoon and the fork can't even scratch it, then again you look at your chart. Metal spoon easily is a 6. A metal spoon and fork, kind of normal. I would say I don't think you should be going to the 8 or 9 level. So if it doesn't scratch with the metal spoon or the fork, I would just put your hardness at a 7+. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you have a good time with this. Don't forget about your conclusion. When you write your conclusion, don't forget you are going to be talking about how is your hypothesis and your observations the same. You do have to put a little bit of information here on your data. I didn't put just to look at your observation chart. Go ahead and write down what happened. One rock had a hardness of this, another rock had a hardness of that, and then you do your conclusion. All right, have fun.